Welcome back. This is Aquarium Hacks by Marcus. So today I've got a neat little hack video that I'm going to be displaying to everyone today. This video is going to probably be a 2 or 3 part series probably, but it won't be that long for you because I'm going to, of course, do my best to edit it and make it a little bit shorter. So I will take you through the process. And what this is going to be, I'm going to be hacking out a lot of things in this video, but what this is going to be is how to take an old used tank that you found on the side of the road and how to make it into an awesome aquarium that you can appreciate. And so that's exactly what happened to me. I found this little 5-gallon neat little tank on the side of the road, and so I'm going to take you through the various kind of hacks I'm going to do in order to make this tank work for me. So without any further ado, let's switch the camera on this little project, on this little tank I got. So give me a second or two and I'm going to switch the camera around and we'll get to you here in just a second. So I wanted to show everyone this neat little aquarium that I picked up here on the side of the road. Somebody was throwing it away, but this tank here is in bad shape. This is a 5-gallon tank, and as you can already see here, it's already dirty and nasty, so it's going to have to be cleaned up. And when you look at the light here, the light is actually, I'll show it to you here, the light is actually broke. So I'm going to have to fix the light. Not only is the light broke, and I'll put that back down in here if I possibly can. Well, maybe I can't. Anyway, let me lay it on the side. I got to fix it anyway. But not only is the light broke, but these there was no plugins that came with this filter. No plugins at all. And so there was no plugins for the light. I had to find a plug-in that would work for this light. And so there's no plug-in. Hopefully I don't break it. But there's no plug-in for this light either. So there's no plug-in for the light, no plug-in for the filter. I just grabbed it on the side of the road and took it with me. I tried to find the plugins, but I couldn't. So when you have a filter like this dirty and this nasty, what do you do to make this filter into a master tank, to a good hacked out tank? Okay, so I'm going to show you what I'm going to have to do to this. Okay, because not only could I not find the plugs for the filter or for that light, the plug, I did find an AC adapter for the light that actually works for it in my house, but I could not find anything in my house that would work for this filter. So I'm going to have to hack this filter out to make it efficient for a tank this size. So I'm going to show you here soon how I'm going to hack this entire filtration system out for this aquarium. And now the materials, just really quick, some of the materials you're going to need. You're going to need alcohol, some kind of black background, salt for cleaning, epoxy for fixing the light, tape for holding the light. Going to need some kind of filter media, towels, and some scrubbies in order to get this tank clean. So the first thing that you want to do with a tank like this is always the first and the best thing that you want to do is, of course, water test it. So I'm going to put the camera on pause because I haven't water tested this thing. I don't even know if it leaks or not. But I'm going to put it on pause and see if this tank leaks or not. And then we'll get back on the next video, just showing you what I'm going to do to kind of clean it up. So, well, here's the aquarium here. It is filled with water. This is like it was actually one of those quality aquariums. As you can see, it's got thicker glass. It's rimless. So this was one of those fancy aquariums with thicker glass and stuff like that. So fortunately, it does not leak at all. But if you're testing out leaks in your aquarium, I would suggest that you, and I was confident that this one right here didn't leak, but I would suggest that, but you never know, right? I would suggest that you put a lot of newspaper down up under it to make sure it doesn't leak. Let it go for about a day, and that will let you know if you got a leak or not. Now, if it's inside your house, if you got a small enough tank like this little small 5-gallon tank, get a big old 20-gallon bin or 10-gallon plastic tote And just put your aquarium in that plastic tote and fill it up with water. And that way it doesn't leak all over your floor. Otherwise, if it's outside or in your garage, just put paper underneath it to see if it leaks or not. But my next project is to now, I'm going to just let this sit here for a while to make sure I don't have any leaks. I don't believe that I will have any. But my next project now is to work on that broken light. And so we're going to show you in the next clip here how I'm going to fix this light. So welcome back again. Welcome back. Sorry, I just almost repeated myself like I normally do, like I was making the beginning of the video. But this is the light that I'm fixing here. So I've already mixed up my epoxy resin here, part A and part B, the hardener and the resin. And so what I'm going to do here is I've already got this taped, as you can see. And so when I put the epoxy resin here, I just put the tape, I just put it there, put the tape across it, and that will seal it. So let me go ahead and demonstrate how I'm going to get that done. I'm using this. You really need like something as narrow as this or as thin as this. You need a thin brush, but I'm using what I just got in the house. So here goes nothing. Hopefully this works good. This is a sponge brush. So I'm just going to kind of put her on with a sponge brush here. So always wear gloves when you're messing with epoxy resin. And kids, if there's any kids that's watching, make sure that you get your parents' permission, or better yet, get parents' supervision before you even mix any kind of chemicals up, because chemicals can be dangerous. So I'm just going to put that epoxy resin right on there. It's clear, so it's going to look good. Just want to make sure I got enough on there. I believe that's enough just for this little project. Put that over here so you don't get on anything. Put the epoxy resin right there. Let her sit there. Put the tape just kind of across it like that so that she doesn't move. And I just let that sit there just like that. And make sure when you have epoxy resin that you make sure you do it in a room that don't have a lot of humidity. Lower humidity, the better this stuff seals. So you want, relatively low humidity. But I'm just going to put that tape on there just like that. That will seal just fine. And I should not have, hopefully, any problems with that. So we're just going to let that seal. It's going to seal hard, strong, and powerful. That should hold the light bulb up just fine. And that'll take about, for that little bit, just maybe 24 hours. I give it 48 hours, 2 days, and the third day, it'll be fine, and I'll be able to put that up. So while that is sealing, and while that's resting there, that gives us the opportunity to now clean our aquarium. So let me go to the next clip, and we'll show me getting the aquarium clean. So the aquarium doesn't leak. I'm back again. I've got a few rocks in there. They're on the bottom. I'm really not worried about those too much on the bottom. But I'm just mainly worried about getting that algae up on top, and I just rinse the bottom out. So I don't have to worry about any rocks getting up there and scratching my glass or nothing like that. If you have an acrylic tank, make darn sure that you got all them rocks out. But I would even do it with a glass tank. But I've got quite a bit of experience in doing this kind of stuff, so I'm okay with those rocks down there on the bottom. Now, I'm going to use the rough, let me show you here, the rough green scrubbies right here is what I'm going to use to clean that algae out. And just some regular old table salt. Doesn't matter if it's iodized salt or non-iodized, regular old table salt. You're just going to simply pour in just a whole bunch of, you don't have to really regulate that any. Put some hot water in it. Dip your scrubbies in there, your rough pads in there, and clean it out. Now you cannot use these kind of pads on an acrylic tank, okay? This is for a glass aquarium. With an acrylic aquarium, I will be telling you some different information on how to clean that. But you don't use none of the methods that I'm using on this particular glass tank on an acrylic tank, okay? So just know that. But this is what we're going to do for the glass tank, and just hold on here and I'll show you it being cleaned up. So here's that 5-gallon tank. As you can see here, all clear and good. Looking good, all cleaned up. Looking just fabulous. And so I'm going to actually stop my video here, and just showing you where the light, where I fixed that broke piece of that broke piece on that light, and it's looking all good. So let's get the camera back on me, and so that I can hopefully show you guys. Sorry about that. But yeah, so hopefully I can show you guys a little bit more. So this is part one of me fixing up this little 5-gallon tank. Part two is coming very soon, as I'm going to be working on a filtration system, also working on the background of this tank, and I'll show you how I will complete all of that. And so stay tuned for part two, because that filter part is going to be an incredible hack that I'm going to show you how I can hack out a filter, even though the motor might be burnt out on the filter, or maybe you just can't, like on this filter that I got, you just simply can't find the AC adapter in order to get it running right. But you can still make that filter work very efficiently. So I'll show you those little tricks and more on Aquarium Hacks. Hey guys, keep on hacking.